you have entered the doors to This Is Where Zap podcast, also known as Tawia. So therefore, you are now affiliated. You are now family. Thank y'all for stopping by. We want you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also turn on post notifications so you know when we post our videos. Yes, we have dope content, so you will never ever miss it once you hit that bell. Thank y'all for stopping by. I go by the name of El Jefe. I'm your host, and I got my partner, my co-host, Shelly Baby, in the house. Talk to you guys soon. Peace. On this episode of This Is Where Zap podcast, we are talking about, can you be physically attracted to someone that you're not into? Meaning, if you are with someone, you may have had a kid with them or just in a relationship, and they may have decided that they wanted to take another route and not be the person they were when you first met them. They could have gained some weight. They could not speak to you like the way they used to. They may have changed the way they speak to you. Or you just don't like the way they look anymore. Or if you were into someone and they were pretty, beautiful, or handsome, or cute, and you just say, nah, time to go, time to exit. Have you been there? Have you experienced that before? Well, thank y'all for tuning into This Is Where Zap podcast, and today we are about to talk about this subject. And I am your host, El Jefe, and I got my co-host, and she goes by the name of
Shelly Baby,
in the house with me today. So, Shelly Baby, how was your weekend?
My weekend was fabulous. And what about your weekend, El Jefe?
My weekend was great. It was great. I had some relaxing moments, and I ate some good food, and I need to get back on my, I need to get back on my eating healthy
routine. I got you.
By Monday.
Same way. I'm the same way.
I'm going to get it in.
I fell off.
You fell off.
I fell off, but I'm going to get back on there. I'm going to get back on that health train.
I believe you will. Mm-hmm.
You're going to help me too, right?
I got your back, man. I got you. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to keep you encouraged and make you go further than what you think you can go.
I know you always have, and I believe you always will. So
you're going to go to the top.
I got you.
So, without further ado, we are going to discuss this matter because I've been there before. I have. I just didn't tell that person.
We all been there.
I know it's wrong, but I tried to motivate this particular person to hit the gym with me. And she said it wasn't her thing. She loved the way she looked. She was comfortable in her own body. And that's cool. That's cool because you're supposed to love yourself. But me being a guy that was always into fitness and eating healthy at some point, around that time, I should say, I wanted someone that I could go to the gym with. Someone that could do things with me to keep me healthy as well, right? But I didn't get that from her. So the more time went by, the more months went by, I started seeing changes within her. Not only the outside, but within the inside as well. Not because I changed of how I treated her, but because she changed of how she started to see herself. She started seeing herself in ways that she thought that I saw her in a different light, meaning she saw other women around when we would go out places, and she would look at them look at me and thinking I'm looking at them, and by what she think they look like, she thinks that I like those type of women, which I never do that. But her confidence and her self-esteem went down after I continued going to the gym, after I spent more time doing things I enjoy, because she didn't do things that I enjoyed. So the attraction was starting to leave slowly and for surely. So I will say, yes, you can be with someone that you're not attracted to, because at the end of that situation, or even within the process of the situation, I was still mentally, spiritually, and emotionally attracted to her. But I overlooked the outside because I'm like, you know what matters most is on the inside. But then I had to realize that you want to be with someone that you don't want to have health issues with later, because people have to understand that when you take care of your body, you will live longer. But this person was gaining weight. She didn't have any type of health issues because we checked on that as well. But it's just she did not want to stop eating certain type of foods. But again, it's not me being mean. That was a long time ago. And I also feel now, even till this day, that you can still be with someone that you're not physically attracted to. It's my thoughts. I don't know about you, Shelly, baby.
I have questions.
Hey.
Because, I of course, I don't know who you're talking about.
Nope. And I won't say their name.
It's okay. You don't have to. It's okay. Because, but was this person physically fit? You know what I mean? Like, when you first connected with her? Or
she was in position to get in the best shape of her life.
Okay.
But meaning what happened
she was already working out. She was eating healthy.
Yeah, she was eating healthy. She was, I wouldn't say she was working out like every day, but she would work out every once in a while. I was in my 20s around this time. And like I said, around my 20s, I was always working out. I was always active. And she was, I said she was like 5'6", maybe 160 something pounds. So she was a little healthy. She had calf muscles. She had really nice legs, nice thighs, everything. Arm was nice. She was in the process of wanting abs. But you know what they say? When you get in a relationship, sometimes you get comfortable, right?
Yeah, sometimes people do let themselves go.
Yeah. Yes. And that's what I think happened.
On both ends of the spectrum, though. I'm sorry.
Say that again?
I said that's on both ends of the spectrum.
Right, it's on both ends. But you were asking me
yeah,
what it was. So I'm expressing that part because, like I said, to me, it's important for my mate to understand that the lifestyle that I like is to be healthy physically. And I think those are times you spend with your partner working out. Those are times you can connect even more.
I see that as a point of intimacy, actually working out with your partner. And of course, that's what I want. That's what I desire. Now, am I like an avid, gym workout enthusiast? No, I eat pretty healthy, but I guess you could say due to my work schedule, because I have a long, hectic work schedule, I've not really had the opportunity to just get out and go to the gym. I know you've recommended some at-home workout routines and things of that nature. So it's just all about motivation. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just, with me asking that question, I'm like, okay, you said you were spiritually, mentally, and emotionally connected with her. So all of that was pretty much on point. However, it was just like that one piece was missing, and you just kind of felt like that was what it was that caused you guys to have a disconnect.
Yes.
Or was it because she was starting to compare herself to other women, and it was the insecurities that created the wedge between you and her? Not necessarily the fact that she wasn't working out or she didn't have that desire, but the insecurities were kind of, because sometimes it happens, the person is always questioning you and, almost like accusing you of doing this or that, and you're not. That sometimes can push you away. So was it that, or was it the fact that you were like looking at her and was like, okay, I'm just not really attracted to you anymore?
It's the fact that when you meet someone and it's been said, this is what I enjoy, this is what I like, this is what you see me doing every day. So you would hope and you would think that this person would say, hey, you know what? Let me join. Let me hop on the bandwagon with you. Let me go ahead and hit the gym with you, even though I may not be able to go every day like you go. But let me just go because I want to be in shape with you.
I got you.
So The thing is, when people see, not saying everybody's like this, but when people see other people that's attractive, they tend to think because you look a certain way and that person look a certain way, or they look a certain way over there, that's what your eyes are going to look at. Because you let yourself go so bad, I'm gonna say this real quick. Don't ever let yourself get to the point to where you think it's hard to get to where you were if you fell off, because it's not. Like some people think, I gained so much weight I can't get back to where I used to be or where I want to be. It's not that. It's the mind. The mind is telling you that. So when you realize you're with the person and the self-esteem is low, it's a lot of work to help build that person back up if they're not willing to help themselves.
Oh, well, that's just true.
So that's where I had the issue with, because I'm a motivator, I'm an encourager, I'm a pusher. I'm the one that's going to say, hey, 7:00, let's hit the gym for like an hour. I'm the one that's going to say, I don't feel like it, but I'm going to go anyway. I'm the one that's going to say, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous. Even if I don't think you are sometimes. You got your bonnet on your head. You got dribble coming out your mouth while you sleep.
Oh, God.
I'm going to say those things. But see, the thing is you got to believe in that regardless how you look. Your confidence have to be there. So all in all, what I'm saying is, from here on out, I just want to be with someone that's going to be healthy with me. Help me get healthy. Help me get fit. Help me stay fit. As I'm helping you stay healthy. Helping you stay fit. Helping you be confident every day within yourself. So that's all I'm saying. So enough about me. Have you, Shelly baby, ever been in that situation to where you were with someone that you were not physically attracted to over time? Or can you be with someone that you aren't physically attracted to? Let's talk about you.
Hey, well, it depends on how we define physically attractive.
In all aspects.
Yeah, I'm messing. I'm teasing. Okay, listen. Yeah. Yeah. But
You're saying, yeah, like you can be?
Yes, I was physically, well, okay, put it this way. I was already connected with someone that I was not necessarily physically attracted to. But it was the initial charm, I guess you could say the intensity of the connection at first. The mental, all that, I'm going to say sexual. So at the end of the day, as I stated before, if you connect with me mentally, if you stimulate my mind, then there's already pretty much an open door. All right. So that was on point. Then the emotional factor kind of, stepped in, kind of came into play. And yeah, but I would say that I was unfulfilled on a physical level, but I remained because I was, I just kind of pushed it to the side.
Right.
Where it's like, okay, it really doesn't matter, because what I've learned, I guess, all of those things will fade eventually. Sure, you want someone that's going to be like you said, for you want someone that's going to be just as excited and goal oriented when it comes to eating healthy and working out and stuff like that, because that's something that you want. That's something that you like. All right. In my case, it was different. He met with me on other levels, but that one was not there. And like I said, I pushed it to the side because I believe, of course, looks fade, and I'm trying to put so much emphasis on,
right.
the physical aspect of the person, because sometimes we can miss out on a really, really good connection with someone by just focusing on that. And I've learned to, even just trial and error, sometimes the quote unquote your type is not always what's good for you.
Right, that's true.
But what I can say is when I realized that what I was initially attracted to in terms of the mental and the emotional was really kind of a farce, meaning it was an act. Everything else went out the door. Like, I was no longer attracted to that person.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the main things that were important to me, like the mental and the emotional, if you're an emotionally intelligent person, that, that piques my interest. If you can communicate very well, that piques my interest. I think most women typically are not as, I don't want to use the term shallow, because I'm not trying to insinuate that you're shallow. But I mean, as I've heard it in the past, most men are seduced through their eyes, whereas women, we're seduced through our ears. Now, it's not to say that we're blind, we can't see, you know what I'm saying? But we're typically more prone to being more drawn to a man that's talking right. The physical, it's I think it kind of takes the back seat if you are bringing other things to the table that is of substance. Now, again, I'm not saying that men or all men or you, whatever, are shallow. I'm just saying that that whole look thing, that physical thing, it's like, okay, it could be here today, gone tomorrow. But what's most important to me is how well you connect with my mental.
So you telling me God bless you telling me God bless the dead. God bless the dead. But if Biggie Smalls was still alive,
no,
and Biggie Smalls say, "Oh, how you doing?
Baby,
I'm gonna give you something that you can feel, baby.
He gonna come up to me and my baby.
So you're telling me that you think you can be with a guy his size, even though he was unhealthy?
How do you know he was unhealthy?
Or even big pun.
Big doesn't mean that he was unhealthy, because there's skinny people walking around here.
If you are big,
somebody who might be deemed as overweight.
If you are big, which we knew he was big and overweight, you can see that he was
unhealthy.
But still, if you're big like that, you are unhealthy.
By whose standards?
By the way of life standards. Because if you walk around with a big belly, that means you're carrying a lot of weight, unnecessary weight you shouldn't be carrying.
Okay.
That is unhealthy for you. So my question again, someone like his size come to you, are you going to be attracted to him? Or are you going to say, oh, he got money, he can take care of me? Yeah, baby.
You know, I'm not impressed by that, but hey.
But I'm saying, you said women go by what they hear, not what they see. But I don't think all women go by that.
I'm just saying, I don't think, on a scale, I would say I don't believe that women, of course now, I mean, we see a hottie, we're going to be like, oh, okay. Yes, just like y'all would. If you see a bad chick walking past you or whatever case may be, you going to be like, dang, she fine.
Yeah, I know, but I was saying that because there's a lot of women that do look at the physical and not always the words. As you can see, there's a lot of them out here. There's a lot of them out here.
But you know what? But I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen, just through my observation over the years, not just recently or anything like that, but over the years, I've seen men who were like really, really, really like physically attractive. Be with women who were just, they weren't really physically attractive. You
right.
wouldn't pair, you just wouldn't like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It was maybe the vibe, maybe the energy, it was just maybe the fact that they just got along so well. And, so I just kind of, and vice versa. I mean, it could be, it's a bad chick, a fine woman, and you might look at her and be like, dang, why is she with, oh boy, like he looked like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She would be better off with somebody like me. That's probably what you might think. But
see, it might be in her eyes he looks good, right? In her eyes, maybe not.
In her eyes, but see, that's what I'm saying.
I get where you're coming from, and I agree 100%. Because sometimes, like this is, sometimes our soulmate ain't the person that we think they should be. Like,
that's why I say
it's not going to be the person we say
our type.
Yeah, it's not going to always be that way, but we never know because we're always going for a certain type we like.
Right.
And that's what most people do. But I'm not going to sit there and say, hey, I'm going to see someone that's unattractive. I'm going to, approach them because I want someone that has some type of attractiveness to them. If they don't have any attractiveness, then it's like, I don't know. You want someone some looks. I want some looks, man. I don't want to just go for.
I feel you. I'm not sitting there negating what you're saying and saying, okay, that's why I said I don't want you to think that.
No.
I'm not
thinking that.
I think the physical attraction is great, but like I said, I think beauty, all that stuff fades and stuff like. And nowadays we're living in a time where you don't even really know what you're getting.
But you know what? Because
there's a lot of enhancements that are being made.
Let the beauty fade after the years we spent together. I don't want to walk into the beauty with it already fading.
But hey, how about this? What if, okay, you guys are together, right? For years. And she's still like she's aging like fine wine, and then you looking like Benjamin Button. And I'm just kidding.
Well, she better help me get back right again. That's what her job is.
No physical exercise, vitamins, herbs, whatever. Fountain of youth, dipping in the water is going to help you.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right here.
You just aged quickly and swiftly.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm aging pretty fine right now, so I'm not. I'm not getting all wrinkly right now. So I'm gonna keep on the road I'm on.
I said, let's paint a different scenario. I said, what if she ages like fine wine and you start looking like real old, like within like 2, 3, 4, 5 years within the whatever, the connection.
That's pretty soon, 2 to 5 years.
It might be, but who knows? She might be getting on your nerves.
I just say, hey, you better keep spitting good game to her. If your appearance and your attractiveness is gone, then hey, you better talk that right talk.
What if she looked at you and said, can't be, this is not the same L that I was, physically attracted to in the very beginning.
Hey, if she tells me that, then I'm going to try my best to do something about it. I'm going to get that haircut. I'm going to get in the gym. I'm going to do something to get back right. I'm not going to just let her go away. So that's what I'm saying. If you care about the person you with, when they approach you with that type of subject, do something about it. Just don't say, well, you know what?
Well, see,
so I look now, you got to accept it.
The point is, like I said, sometimes you may not be able to do a whole lot about it. Let's say your girl that you were talking about, let's say she went to the gym and there was a health issue where she couldn't lose the weight. Sometimes that happens.
That's different. Yeah, that's different. That's totally different. So but I'm not speaking on that part.
Well, would you still be like, yeah, yo, I mean, you still look like this. I mean, I know it's a health issue or whatever, but
you know what? There is remedies and there are things you can do when you have health issues like that too. It's just not to be accepted, and that's it. Thyroid. That's what I'm about to say. Thyroid. What I mean, there's ways you still can, work that out. There's ways you can work it. It's not just to say, hey, you know what? You're this way and this is how you got to stay, because it's more than one way to skin a cat, regardless if the doctors don't help or they do all they can, put you on medication. There's other ways you can get back healthy. You got thyroid issues. You can get off of that. You can get that out of your system. Those things don't have to be in your body for a long period of time. Some people just, when you claim something and you cling on to it and you say, this is what I got, then that's how you're going to carry yourself. Because in your mind now, because you heard over the years that there's not much you can do about that situation, but take medication. If it flares up, go down. Whatever you got going on, flares up. I'm gaining weight in my stomach. I'm gaining weight in my thigh. I can't get it off because it's a sickness that I have. If you claim that sickness, that's how you're going to live throughout your years. But when you say, hey, I have this problem, let me research and find what I can do about this condition. You don't have to have that condition tagging along with you in your marriage. See, when you get married to a person or you're in a relationship and you aim to get married, well, see, we get married for longevity. We get married to say, hey, this is going to be my wife until the end of time. So therefore, I want her to be healthy. You want your husband to be healthy. So you're going to do, hold on. You're going to do your best to make sure she is healthy and he is healthy, regardless what sickness they may have. Now, yeah, if I met somebody and I knew that, that they had a sickness like that, then yeah, I'll help them. I'll research and we'll find a way to make it out together. I'm not going to leave them because they're sick. No, I would never do that. I'm going to stick with you until we get your sickness under control to where it goes away, because that's the type of guy I am. But I'm not going to enter your life and you already have these illnesses already that you're not trying to get away from. You're not trying to solve your situation because it's like you already accepted it. So if I have to come into a relationship with you and you're not saying, hey, you know what, I'm on a diet. I'm eating, vegetables. I'm on a low protein diet. I'm on a no carb diet because blah, blah, blah. If you're not already thinking that way, but you're out here still eating whatever you want to eat, then there's not much I can do coming into your life. Because even though I'm on a journey with the fitness, but you're still going to realize that you have your own life and this is what you were doing before me. Now, possible. I can change that, but I'm going to look at it as you're just going to maintain the things that you're doing now because you don't see yourself outside of what the doctor already told you. Because I look at everyday life, people walking around on the streets. There's a lot of people out of shape. There's a lot of people that don't like to exercise, but you always see them in the restaurants eating. But the thing is, the thing is, if you don't see where you have a health issue, even if you don't go to the doctor, see, sometimes you got to be your own doctor because you get headaches sometimes. A lot of times that could be high blood pressure. You gain weight and you gain 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, 80 pounds, and you see your belly hanging over your belt buckle. That's a health issue. Our stomach is supposed to be the size of the palm of our hands. That's how big our stomachs are. But the outer layer, what we have on the outside, that's the hazardous to our health. So that's the point I'm trying to make to you. It's just the fact that we have to pay attention to our health. When we don't go to a doctor, don't wait for the doctor to say, "Hey, you're obese." If you're obese from the doctor telling you that, then how come you didn't know that 4, 5, 6 years ago?
So then physicality for you equates to health, not necessarily the physical appearance.
Right. I look at it, the health side of it. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with people having a little meat on them. It's okay. But don't let it get to the point to where it affects your insecurities. Because there's a lot of people, you ever notice people sit down? Okay, for example, women and guys do this. I've seen it all the time. When you sit down, not saying you, but when you sit down, you always see people grab the shirt and like pull the shirt down over their stomach and keep rising back up and they keep pulling it back down.
Right.
Well, if you got to do that, it's already telling you something. I'm just saying, am I right?
But you know what?
Am I right? No, answer am I right?
Okay, I said leave them people alone. Are you?
Man. I've had to do it before. Listen, I've had to do it before, so that's why I'm saying that.
All right, there's somebody for everybody, and I feel like there's some men out there who prefer, big women, and there are some women that actually prefer men what they call, they have dad bods. They don't necessarily want a man that's like cut, 6-pack and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it might look nice, but that they may not necessarily be attracted to that. So I say to each his own.
Right, but I'm saying
has their preference.
I don't have anything against people that are obese, people that are overweight. I don't have anything against them. I'm just making a point to look at your health issues, is what I'm saying. I love big people. So I don't have a problem with them. It's just my preference is I don't want to be in a relationship with someone that's really out of shape to where they have breathing issues, or what I'm saying. I want you to be able to say, "Hey, you know what?
You don't want your girl sound like big."
Hey, I'm just saying. I just want it to be to the point to where we can work out. That's all I'm saying. I don't have nothing against, hey, all the BBWs out there, all the plump ladies, whoever, wherever y'all at. I don't have nothing against y'all. I'm just saying.
We're not going in that direction, so I know.
I'm just trying to make sure whoever I'm with wants to be healthy, wants to help me be healthy with her, and we can be healthy together. That's all I'm saying. So, I'd like to thank everybody for coming on, speaking with us today, listening to us today, and enjoying this topic. And I'm not sure if Shelly have a word for the day or not, but if you do,
happy with yourself, the right person will come along. That's it.
Say that one more time. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. Say that one more time.
I said just be happy with yourself. You know what I mean? And I will say this. I will piggyback off of what you said. I mean, when you start seeing yourself, feeling a certain type of way, or you feel a certain type of way, health wise, it might be time for you to make a visit, to the doctor and see if there's any underlying health issues that need to be tackled. I'm not big on medication or whatever case may be, but at the same time, if that means, doing a little bit of research to get yourself on track, based on what you were saying in terms of being healthy, that's what it's really all about. So I guess for you, like I said, physicality equates to just being healthy. You want someone that's healthy, because I agree with you. I want to live for a very long time, and I would want my mate to have that same mindset, because I don't want to be left alone because, they're just doing all kinds of crazy stuff and not really taking care of themselves. So I agree with you. But I do believe that there's someone for everyone, and, just be happy with, with yourself, and, and the right person will come along, hopefully.
They will come along.
Yeah.
And like I said, I just don't want to be visiting my person in the hospital while I'm outside trying to be as healthy as I can be. That's all I'm saying. I just want her to be healthy. That's all. So, thank y'all for tuning in to this Where's That podcast. We love y'all. Thank you for the support. And until next time.
Yes.
And we out.